Basil, the door is open. You can climb out. Basil, the door is open. It can be really scary to lose your hamster because it really is a tiny hamster in a really big world. So today I'm going to be giving you tips on how to find a lost hamster. The first thing you're going to want to do is establish where your hamster has gotten out and which area of your house your hamster may be in. If you don't know which room your hamster is in, this is a really good tip to find out where your hamster is in your house. First, you're going to want to get a couple of food dishes depending on how many places you think your hamster may be. And you're going to fill those dishes with a certain number of pieces of food. Try to select bigger pieces of food so you know like how many is in exactly each dish. Then you're going to set those around the areas that you think your hamster might be. And check back every couple hours or wait a couple days and see which dish has the a less amount of food. So if there's no food in one dish, that means your hamster is in that certain area. So then I would suggest closing off any doors and places so that hamster is confined to that room and start a search party in that room. When you're looking for your hamster, make sure you check under any dark, small spaces. Your hamster is not going to stay out in the open where you can see it easily because that's where they feel very vulnerable and they're not going to stay in an open area. Another good tip is to look for your hamster at night. Because hamsters are nocturnal and crepuscular, they're going to be active at night, so they might be running around, going to different places, so that is the best time to be looking for them because in the daytime they'll probably find a spot in your house to sleep, so it'll be harder to find them because you won't be able to hear them or anything like that. Another tip is to listen. When you think your hamster is in a certain room, sit very, very quietly in the room and just listen for any noises such as a hamster eating food. Maybe they had some in their cheek pouches, so they're eating some of that. You might also hear some scurrying, so they might be walking on the floor or something. So just listen to see if you can hear your hamster. So I have two different methods of how to catch your hamster, and that is the cage method, and that is using a wire small cage that has some type of unlatching door that you can set on the ground somewhere, and you can put the door down and they'll be able to crawl back in. So you're going to want to put food, bedding, a water bottle, maybe a wheel, some chew toys, a hideout in that small cage, and you're going to put some food around the cage possibly. You can take a thin layer of peanut butter and put it on the rungs of the door so that it smells, and your hamster will climb up the doorway and go into the cage, and they'll most likely stay the night in the cage because it is a safe, comfy place. The next method is the bucket trap method, and that is where you take a large bucket, something that they wouldn't be able to crawl back out of, and you take some books or really anything that you can to make steps, and you make steps leading up to the bucket. You can put a blanket in the bucket and put some food leading up the steps, and hopefully your hamster will climb up them and then fall into the bucket and then not be able to come back out. My last tip is to make sure you secure the cage after you've found your lost hamster because you don't want them getting out again. If they live in a tank, maybe don't put really tall toys in it or have a lid. If they have a wire cage, make sure to put some type of latch on top of the door so that they can't open the door themselves. So those are my methods of how to find a lost hamster. I really hope they help you, and do not give up on trying to find your hamster. Thanks for watching. Bye!